Hi, this is Kristi Nicole with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Northwest, and I'm here with Chris Dutton with Home Services Lending. And we are doing our Pierce County Real Estate Perspective video, one of our last ones on first-time home buyers. And today we're going to be just going over a few questions that I've had from buyers in response to the videos that we've made. And one of those questions that I've had is, how long does it take from day one, talking to a lender, to the time that I get into my home? I know that a lot of first-time home buyers, they are currently renting and they maybe have a lease coming up in 45 days, maybe 60 days, maybe 90 days, and you might want to know, how long is this whole thing going to take? So we've got step one, we already talked about in our first video, getting pre-approved, and how long does that take?
Right, so pre-approval can happen in 24 hours. So you get the application completed, you get me your 4 2s, the 2 tax returns, 2 W-2s, 2 bank statements, and 2 pay stubs. Then I can get you pre-approved within 24 hours and you're off and running.
Great. So we've got that pre-approval number one. Once you have that, you've got your ticket to go out and look at houses. You're set up to be successful. Only issue is if you're looking in that super competitive price range, right around $350 or lower for a single family residence, you might have a multiple offer situation. And if that happens, best case scenario, your offer is going to get accepted and you're going to be moving on towards appraisal and inspection within that first week of looking for a home. If that happens, you've got about 30 to 45 days, typically 30, is that right?
Yeah, 30's good. If you can get pre-approved before you go out and search for a house, we can get it done quicker if need be. If it's competitive, as it has been, we can get it done a lot quicker. So
nice. So that's all best case scenario. However, if you have those multiple offer situations and your offer does get rejected, you're going to be back at square one looking for houses again. So I say plan for 1 to 3 weeks, just looking for homes and making sure that offer gets accepted. So you want to at least have 2 months out from when you expect to be into a home. We would love to get you in there as soon as we possibly can, but that's just the best way to plan for that. So next up, we've got a question about your lender, and do you have to work with a preferred lender?
So I'm going to say absolutely not. So I work in-house at the Berkshire Hathaway, obviously. Home Services Lending. You don't have to use me as a lender. It would be a very sad day.
So sad.
If you didn't use me. But if you do have a lender and say their rate is great and you've been looking around and you can't find anything better than where you're at, but say your lender has an issue with being poolside on a Wednesday at 1 o'clock and won't give you some quotes on what a house will be, I will give you a second opinion. That's me there. And I'll actually give you a $100 gift card to Target for having that pre-approval already established with whatever other lender it is. I'll match the rate, and then of course I'll be there for your availability, even if I'm poolside.
Perfect. And I also like to tell people too, because we work together, that does not mean I do not get any kickbacks. I do not get anything for recommending Chris. Okay. So I always tell you, if you have someone that you love, then you want to work with, go right ahead. But however, now you know about the promotion with working with Chris, and also he works in my office, so I can always just say, hey Chris, what's going on? Let's get these people moving forward.
Easy to slap around.
Yep. Anyway, so another question, let's see, multiple offers, another thing about that. Some people have had some fear about multiple offers, and some people are not even wanting to get into buying a house because they feel like their offer is just not going to get accepted. My answer to that is make sure you're working with a realtor who has experience with multiple offers and can help you navigate the strategies that you're going to need to get into a home. Because yes, you might have a lower down payment, and you might be up against people who are putting that 20% down, or maybe have situations that make their offer a little bit more appealing. So make sure you're working with someone who can help you get into that home, because there are things that you can do.
Yeah, especially working with me again, or a local lender. You don't have to obviously work with me, but having a local lender we have a pool of appraisers that we pull from. So where a lot of banks and credit unions have an appraisal service company and you have no idea where the appraiser is going to come from, they don't know the area, you can get in a lot of trouble with your purchase and being able to actually buy the house if the appraisal comes in low. So we have appraisers that are local to the area. They are fighting to get you value, and if your appraisal comes in low, it's because it's low, because you pay too much. But the good news is that they see the escalation clause, they see the different offers, and they see that yours is the best, and that those other offers are taken into consideration when they go to value your home. So that's another great reason to use an experienced realtor and an in-house lender.
Right. So you've got that local appraiser, local lender, local realtor, all working together to make sure you're taken care of in this area, because Puyallup is not going to be the same as Tacoma, it's not going to be the same as Seattle, it's not going to be the same as maybe what you experience in another state. Right. So make sure you're working with people who know the area and can really help you push you forward into where you need to be, where you need to be there. Last question, can I search for homes without a realtor? My answer is, why would you? Because buyer services are free. Yeah. So, this is my job. This is what I do full time. I'm running around doing everything for you so that you can have your own job, take care of your kids, and be less stressed. So, trust me, use a professional, use Chris. Thank you very much. I think that's all I've got for today. And next week we're going to be with Stuart Title talking about home partners. Talk to you soon.
Great, thanks.
Thanks.